Hi everybody, how's it going? We are here with a general and timeless reading. Before we get started, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. Okay, I'm definitely seeing a story here, but I want to see what comes out first. Hold on, actually. What I'm seeing is that there's a message coming through that for some reason the word sensational is coming through. For some reason this was like not expected, but I'm seeing you actually really hit it off with whoever this is. I don't know if this is just a side note or the cards are going to give more detail as to what this is, but I was seeing the Tower, I was seeing the Knight of Cups, so this is like something that you were not expecting, news, a message, communication. I was also seeing the Two of Cups, so this is somebody that this person is a mirror of sorts for you. You see something familiar within them, reflected within them, reflected back at you. I was also seeing the Sun too, which is about happiness and joy. I'm seeing something here that you're managing. This feels like maybe obligations that you have, managing that with the things that you want. Because I'm seeing this little guy's outfit here, and it feels like a particular outfit that you need to put on to do something. So it can be like your outfit for work or to play a particular role. And that may be something that you do like more so out of obligation. And I'm seeing you want to balance that with maybe something or other things that you do for just fun or just like purely out of interest. Just because you want to. So there can be a prioritizing here. I feel like the Tower is nearby. We're just going to go with one perspective, one narrative. You can be the one in first person. You can be the one that's receiving this. You're somehow tied in this energetically. So someone is figuring out how they want to move through and within a situation. Like, how do I act? How do I show up? I feel like this is sort of resting on me. How do I want to initiate things? This person is feeling very stable. This person is feeling very secure. And from that place where they feel that sense of safety, I'm seeing them reach out to another person. But they felt like they needed to get their ducks in a row. This person has a lot that they're responsible for. And so I'm seeing them want to make sure that they're good before they're reaching out to anyone else. So managing their responsibilities and the tasks that they need to do, and making sure that they have done what they need to for their own sense of stability prior to reaching out to this other person. We'll call them the King of Wands, okay? So King of Wands is reaching out to someone, but only after arriving at this place of stability. So now King of Wands is like reaching out to somebody, saying, hey, are you interested in this? Do you want this opportunity? I feel like we can go through this door together. I've been working on it. I've been working on extending this to you. I needed to make sure things were good on my end before I could come through and speak with you. King of Wands has been feeling wanting to prioritize their emotional experience and feeling like there's some stuff that's unclear and maybe a bit clouded by desire as well. You know, sometimes you can physically be attracted to something, but then be unsure of where you are emotionally. Because I'm seeing something here about like racing or diving straight into some sort of unknown situation with definitely a sense of confidence. I'm seeing this King of Wands be very, very confident, or at least making confident choices. Which seems like it's all going to work out. So, King of Wands is over here trying to swim through this. This can be a fogginess emotionally. There can be a lot of options for this person, feeling like they have a lot going on as well, and also trying to balance what's happening. Like, how am I feeling? What do I feel about this? What am I experiencing in my body when this thing comes up? Trying to reflect on that, trying to prioritize what's important out of all of these things. This person may have a lot on their plate. They may have a lot going on too. This person is probably very, very busy as well. This means also that there are a lot of moving pieces within this King of Wands life. And so they need to prioritize the most important things. But because they have so much going on, they're sort of like in the works of developing a system of what thing needs to come first, what's a priority, what can I sort of put on the back burner. So yeah, they have a lot going on. But this person is very confident. They go after the things that they want. And so when they are sure, they will without hesitation go for what they want. This characterizes this person as being like very ambitious, very willing to show up and be seen, willing to back up the choices that they make. They don't need anybody else's permission. This is somebody that's just going to steal the room, steal the show, will get up on stage and do what they need to do. Very charismatic as well. This person is a go-getter. And as much as they want to run around and do the things that they feel sparked motivated, interested in doing, they also actually thrive within stability. And so even though there's this part of them that is connected with the Knight of Wands, just like all of us have, this part of us that can be a little bit impulsive, the part of us that wants to do things within a moment, maybe not think about like the long-term effects of that. As much as that's like alive and well within this person, I'm seeing that they're actually channeling that into creating stability for themselves. And now there's also this desire to reach out and connect with somebody and go towards an opportunity that they want. For some of you, I wonder, the King of Wands can be you, definitely. So there's this desire to connect with something that one wants and go towards that opportunity. Nine of Pentacles says this is an opportunity that will be thoroughly enjoyed. This is something that's going to unfold. It's not going to be an immediate thing. Essentially, there are levels to it. I'm seeing there be another energy that's connected with this. Five of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. Somebody may want to like manifest or invest in something, but they feel like they are not in the space to be able to. Like something very inconvenient about a situation. So someone may like have the intention or the desire behind it, but may not be having like the right opportunity or the right environment to be able to do so. Someone doesn't want to feel stuck anymore, not able to do the things that they want to do. And so I'm seeing they're actually going to walk away. This is like, I keep finding myself in a situation where, again, I'm stopped from doing all of these things that I want to do. Like, I want to do this, I want to do that, but I'm never able to. Something about this person's environment or mindset has continuously left them in a spot where they feel like they're perpetually daydreaming and not accomplishing the things that they want to accomplish, not able to like materialize the manifestations that they want. And so they're walking away from whatever situation it is that's been keeping them in this space, whether it be walking away from a mentality that's no longer serving or a situation. I'm hearing striving for better, striving for a better fit. Yeah, I'm getting this sense of sort of emotionally starving. So one could have had what they needed maybe physically, but then emotionally been feeling somewhat empty. Like something is missing. And we feel like it would be the right thing to do just to move on from this situation. To end it all now, to end it all here. It feels too like karmically it was just time for this thing to happen now. Yeah, someone's like, I know what's been going on this whole time. I know where I have been led, what I've been meant to do, but this person could have really prolonged doing what they sort of knew was the inevitable, and I'm seeing them really keep their feelings to themselves as well. The word obeisance is coming through. I think some places pronounce it as obeisance. What an interesting thing to come through. Now there's something here about manifesting with multiple people on something. I'm hearing group chat. Yeah, somebody's over here sort of like not telling everybody about how they're feeling because they feel like it's like very big and very messy. I'm seeing images of Alice in Wonderland. You know when she's like in, what is she in, like a little cup or something, and the tears are splashing everywhere? Like that's very much what I'm getting here. But I'm seeing them also be chatting with their friends about sort of what's happening next. So if this is you, you could sort of be like concealing how you're feeling based off of everything that you're going through, because I'm seeing like a lot of things that you're moving through currently, a lot of changes that are happening, and you finally like picking up and moving out of a situation that's been feeling somewhat empty for you, where you feel like it's sort of actually been blocking you from manifesting what you want to manifest. And so now you're in a spot where you're like dealing with the emotional and mental like repercussions of leaving a situation that you had grown accustomed to and familiar with, and now also maybe like reconnecting with your friends, because this can be like making plans, like we're manifesting together, like let's all get lunch, let's all like meet up here, let's go on vacation together, whatever this is that's happening. So you may be leaning on the support that you have, especially support that is outside of this situation. I'm getting a crown activation on the right side. And I'm also seeing there be this notion of sort of getting lost in one's work. A decision needs to be made about something that you've spent a long time doing. Somebody here is working on a movie, I'm seeing. There's a judgment, there's an analysis on what one may have been doing that stopped them from continuing to move through a cycle. You know, sort of when you're not ready for the changes that are happening, like the excuses that you make or the ways that you end up like self-sabotaging. I'm seeing that sort of be reflected on. This can also be like, how have I self-sabotaged by like allowing other people to sabotage what I wanted to do by taking on that projected energy and being passive as well, and how that's determined things for me. What it looks like too is that all of these things that have been being reflected upon, because I'm seeing this be like a deep self-analysis here that's happening, you are going to be sort of like coming out of this phase where you have spent a lot of time reveling in your own journey and maybe thinking a lot about it, or analyzing a lot about it, or surmising a lot about it. And now you are going to be moving to a space where you sort of open up and maybe a bit more deliberate, maybe a bit more backing up what it is that you're doing. And also taking the time that you need to sort of work through what it is that you feel is important for you to address, both on a mental and on a physical level. I'm looking at Libra moon, Mercury. I'm hearing Neptune very strongly. Some of you can have Pisces placements. I'm also looking at Virgo and Pluto. Yeah, you could have been staying in a situation that you wanted to move out of, but for some reason, like, circumstances didn't allow. It's like a place that you really started to despise being in. And when I say despise, I mean, like, you could have felt your spirit sort of shrinking. You know, when you're in a situation that you don't want to be in, and you sort of, for some of you, you could have been dissociating, you could have had like physical ailments that were manifesting, could have been getting sick a lot. Something that started to manifest because of how something was like really not right for you to be in that place anymore, and you knew that internally, but you may not have said anything about it, because I'm seeing you like really sort of suffering alone through this process. But I'm seeing you get to the point where you've been sort of like preparing yourself to move, but I'm seeing like a lot of fear that was associated with that probably kept you in that space. But you knew, like, in the core of your being, like, this is not where I'm supposed to be. This is not where I'm supposed to be. And I'm actually seeing, like, whatever your support system is within that moment, I'm seeing you, like, really lean on that. So you may have, like, friends that help you out, or family, or it really doesn't matter who it is. It's that they're people that support you, or a person that really supports you and sort of cheers you on. Even if you're not sharing everything that you're going through. And I'm also seeing that, like, even though you've spent a really long time doing this, and there's like a lot of history that's involved with it, there's you being in a space where you're asking yourself the question. I feel like this theme comes through a lot. Like, is your loyalty to consistency, or is your loyalty to the truth? If you're loyal to consistency, it means something may not be resonating with you any longer, and you know it, but you're like, well, because I've always been doing it, I'm just going to keep doing it, even though it's like not true to you anymore. Or are you going to go with the truth and be like, I was into this yesterday and for the past 10 years, but today I'm not anymore, and I want to live in that light of like my truth and be authentic, and so I'm not going to be doing this anymore, and I'm going to make the decisions I need to make to not spend any more time doing this, because I know that this karmic contract has expired and I'm meant to be doing something else. And so I'm seeing this all be, it's like a photo album of like all the different energetic places that you've been in. And now I'm seeing us in this final space of like self-analysis of like what has continuously held me back within me, as far as like my shadow and my ego, where there's been such an immense fear of change that I've stymied myself from exploring my growth further. And so there is a conclusion that one is coming to. And it seems too like you're going to be paying more attention to what it is that you're feeling. Well, maybe you've always been paying attention to how you're feeling. There's going to be more acting on it now, is what I'm seeing, okay? Alright, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.